Hi! You must have heard doctors advise you to include more protein-rich food in the diet. What does this advice suggest? Proteins are made up of amino acids, which are in turn made up of nitrogen. So nitrogen is important for living organisms. It is an essential element that forms a major part of amino acids, which are the building blocks of proteins and of DNA. Nitrogen is everywhere. In fact, N2 gas makes up about 78% of the Earth's atmosphere. But having nitrogen around and being able to make use of it are two different things. Our body and other plants and animals can't inhale nitrogen directly from air. So let's learn the nitrogen cycle and understand how plants and animals take in nitrogen and how it is released back into the atmosphere. Let us first learn the nitrogen cycle. Can plants absorb atmospheric nitrogen? Well, no. Plants cannot get atmospheric nitrogen directly from air like oxygen and carbon dioxide. They have to absorb nitrogen in the form of salt along with water from the soil. So atmospheric nitrogen first has to be fixed in the soil in the form of nitrates. But how? Let's understand that now. The physical process through which nitrogen is fixed in soil is by lightning. Lightning converts atmospheric nitrogen and oxygen into nitrogen oxides. These oxides react with water to make nitrous acid or nitric acid, which seep into the soil where they form nitrates which the plants can absorb. Rizobium that live in the root nodules of leguminous plants convert the atmospheric nitrogen into nitrates that are absorbed by plants. The conversion of atmospheric nitrogen into a usable form of nitrate by bacteria like Azotobacter or Rizobium is known as biological nitrogen fixation. By eating plants, animals also get nitrogen through their food. Fungi and other bacteria convert nitrogen into ammonia after the death of plants and animals through the process of ammonification. Ammonia is converted into nitrites by nitrifying bacteria like Nitrosomonas. Then, these nitrites are converted into nitrates by a bacteria called Nitrobacter. Now finally, how is nitrogen released back into the atmosphere? Denitrifying bacteria like Pseudomonas convert nitrates into molecular nitrogen, which is released into the air. Thus, the nitrogen cycle demonstrates the flow of nitrogen from the atmosphere inside living things and then back to the atmosphere. So now, wherever you hear about protein intake, you will remember how nitrogen cycle functions and we receive nitrogen. See you next time.